Ayan, so we're live. We're just gonna wait for a bit. This video is recorded live, so if you just came here with not during the live, just fast forward the video around 2 minutes after. We're just gonna wait for the audience to come in. So let me just share this to my Facebook page, really quick. Right, so internet is kind of slow, but everything's okay. And I'm gonna share this to the Billionaires Club, which is my group. And gonna just share this to the chat room. So I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel. Ayan. So Vicente, yun, good PM, good afternoon. Enteng from Dubai, and good. Alma Guerrero, good PM sir. Ayun. Gandang hapon coach from Singapore. Oh, we have an audience from Singapore. Ayan. Bruno Clown, hello. Salamat Petang. Yan, from Brunei, si Joel Igares. Salamat Petang, most probably means good afternoon. Ang alam ko lang kasi is good morning, which is salamat pagi, right? So correct me if I'm wrong. So today we're going to be discussing about the biggest lesson poor parents fail to teach their kids. I hope this will be a very useful lesson, especially sa mga parents, right? So that the future of your kids will be guided properly. So we're going to start in just 1 more minute. For those who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel. Let me just share this to my Facebook, my personal Facebook. Yeah, good. All right. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. So I guess we'll have to start. Okay, so I have a question. Do you want to be rich? Actually, let me correct that question. Do you want to have financial freedom? Because those two are different things, right? Being rich is basically means you have lots of money, right? Large amounts of money. But we've all heard of this story where a person wins a lottery and they gain millions. After years, they become poor again. They lose that money. Or an OFW who works abroad, saves millions, goes back to the Philippines, and after a few years becomes poor again and is forced to work again abroad to earn money again. Having lots of money doesn't mean you will have financial freedom. So those two are different. Financial freedom is a financial state wherein, what if your company closes down and you lose your job? What if you get into an accident and is crippled and you can't work anymore? What if you quit your job because you don't like your boss, which I know most of you are guilty of, diba? So the question is, what if that happens? Will you still be able to support yourself and your family financially kahit wala kang ginagawa? If the answer is yes, then that's financial freedom. So I want to clarify the question. Do you want to have financial freedom? Type in the comments if you say yes. Yan. That's good. Now, I want to share to you a story where I want to share to you a story of two birds that taught me a good lesson with about financial freedom. Right? There were these two birds, a seagull and a kingfisher. Right? They were friends, and one day they were walking down the seashore and they saw two slices of bread. They decided to share the bread. The seagull took his part and was very happy that he took the bread, tossed it up in the air, caught it with its beak, and swallowed it whole. Right? And then he rubbed his tummy and burped. And wasn't expecting that sound effect, but yeah. So after he burped, he was happy. He was full. Then he looked at his friend, the kingfisher, and saw that the bread wasn't even touched. So he asked the kingfisher, "Hey king, aren't you gonna eat?" The kingfisher replied, "Not yet, my friend. I'm still full. I'm not hungry yet. And besides, this bread can be a fish." The kingfisher, the seagull replied, "What are you talking about, king? That's not a fish. That's a bread." "You are right, my friend. This is a bread, but I can use this to get a fish." The seagull replied, "Suit yourself, king. You only live once. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy this bread. Be full and happy with me." "No, my friend, it's okay. I don't need this yet." "Suit yourself, king," said the seagull. And then a while after, the kingfisher saw a school of fish near the seashore. He picked up his bread, went near the fishes and placed his bread in the water. Then the fishes started nibbling the bread. And while the fishes were nibbling, he was trying to catch the fish. But he was failing because the fishes were very fast. And from afar, the seagull was looking at him and was laughing inside because he thought that the kingfisher might lose his bread instead. But the kingfisher stood his ground, and with one swift move, he plucked out from the water a big fish, bigger than its head. The seagull from afar was amazed. Then the kingfisher ate part of the fish, but since it was very big, he still had enough. There were remains of the fish, and he took it home. That evening, there was a huge thunderstorm. And then, what happened was, the kingfisher and the seagull could not fish. The seagull was hungry already, and since he cannot go out and fish, he got desperate and went to his friend and knocked. "Hey king, I'm really hungry. I can't fish out in this dinner. Do you have extra food?" The kingfisher accepted him in, took part of the fish that he caught earlier, and then placed some in front of the seagull and said, "This, my friend, is why I am king." And yeah, this story sounds kind of too good to be true, but I want to show you a video showing that some parts of the story is real, and I want you to watch your screen. there's a bit of truth in the story that I shared to you, and it still amazes me how wise that animal is. It amazes me how wiser it is to many of the people here. No offense, it even was wiser than me before, right? What's my point? My point is that your future depends mainly on how you think. A short-term thinker or a long-term thinker. The seagull is a short-term thinker. When he saw the bread, he just saw the bread as it is. Just one bread, same value, good for one meal, enough to make him happy for that moment. This is how many poor people think. This is how poor people think, actually. Yeah? Those people who are tied to their jobs, whenever they receive their salary, they receive something extra, like their bonuses or the 13th month pay, they only saw that amount for its value. So what do? They buy cell phones, new pair of shoes, gadgets. Some even buy cars right away. Right? The problem is that if you keep that going, that short mind thinking, you are going to grow old working. Say no if you don't want that to happen to you. Right? If you keep that, yes, you will be happy during that moment that you bought that something, but keep that going and you're gonna grow old. I hope you don't like that. Now, on the other half, the kingfisher was a long-term thinker. Right? When he saw the bread, he didn't just see a bread, he saw a fish. Right? Let's check the value. A slice of bread, let's say, is just 1 peso. How much is a fish? 25 pesos, 30 pesos. That's 30 times the value of the bread. He saw 30 times the value of what he has extra. So a rich people, when they receive money, if you receive money, you are not just gonna think of it as it is, not just 5,000, not just 10,000, enough to buy a cell phone. You don't see a cell phone in that money. Instead, you see a house in the future. This 5,000, this 10,000 can be 200,000, 300,000 if I just put it somewhere where it will grow. That's a long-term thinker. Right? Sacrifice your short-term happiness. Right? And keep your money. Huwag niyong sasayangin. And if you do that, you are going to retire young. What do I mean you retire young? Even if you don't work anymore, if you're already 40 years old, if you don't work anymore, you won't have any problems because you will have money still flowing to your pockets even if you do nothing. Sacrifice that short-term happiness. What is a cell phone? If wala ka namang extra, you won't have any extra money to feed you if you get sick and don't work and don't get anything. What is a car? If it will tie you up with your job, if makukulong ka sa trabaho mo, if it forces you to work every day because you have to pay for the monthly amortization, compare that to, I don't want to work today. It's okay because I know I will still have money going towards my pocket. The freedom of the freedom of doing what you want to do whenever you want to. That's financial freedom. Say yes if you want that. Right? So, the next time you receive money, you receive something extra, you receive your bonuses, your 13th month pay, and someone asks you, what are you going to do with your money? Think carefully because your answer will determine how you are going to be in the future, if you're gonna grow old working or you're gonna retire young. Which do you want to be? Again, what are you going to do with your money? Right? I hope the lesson of the story that I gave you is clear. If you liked the video, please share it to your friends so that they will know this knowledge and they will know how to handle their money. And please subscribe to the channel. And so we're gonna go to the viewers today. And A very patient bird, yes. Romel Icasiano, Usay Pet. One nice, great life lesson. Thanks, Sir Lloyd. You're welcome, everyone. This is gonna be just a short video, just to share the lesson to everyone. Again, if you want to share this knowledge to your friends, please share the video to your Facebook walls and send them a message about this video. Let's get rich together. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.